Hello everybody, Cassie Cooper, Cooper Coaching Services. Welcome all of my abundance seekers. Thank you so much for being part of the group and bringing all of the greatness that you do to the group and sharing in the comments. And thank you so much for being here. This week, what I want to talk about is just how are you going to wrap up your year? I want to know. It's a great time to think about that. What are the things that you want to make sure? Have you gone back and have you checked your list of what you wanted to achieve or the goals that you wanted to accomplish? Or have you taken the time to really dig into what did I accomplish this year? What was the best parts about my year? I think it's a great thing to do is to sit down and really write out for yourself what happened this year. What were the great things that, the most fun things, the things you loved the most, the things that you enjoyed the most, big or little. It could have been like I went on this big amazing vacation and here's all the things that I saw and all the things that I did. Or it could be as simple as I was able to clean out 2 of the closets in my house and it just made me feel so much better. Or maybe it was a new habit that you formed that was really helping you in your life. Like maybe you've formed a habit of washing and cleaning all the dishes in your sink, having a clean sink every night before you go to bed, and then you wake up in the morning and it just makes you feel so much better. Maybe that's a habit. Maybe you've changed your eating habits, or maybe you've changed your career or your career goals. What are all those things that you did this year that were so amazing that have helped push you toward accomplishing the things that you set out in your mind that you wanted to accomplish this year? It's so important to take that time just to recognize what's important. One activity that my husband and I do every year together is on our anniversary. We make a point of, and sometimes we do it around the holiday season, it just kind of depends, but we always do it around our anniversary every year. And we sit down and we make a list of what is all the great thing, what all happened last year. Now, sometimes we put things in there that aren't, wonderful and positive, because we also want it to be, something we can look back 5 years from now and say, oh my gosh, what did we do in that year? Like what all, in our 4th year of marriage, what all were we doing? So sometimes we'll put things in, like a couple of years ago, I had a really tough year because my father passed away. And although it's not something that I want to think about, I wanted to make sure that, when I looked back over the year and looked at, okay, well, we went here, we did this, we traveled here, blah, blah. I also wanted it to be on record that that's something that happened that year, so that I could see, okay, well, this thing happened that wasn't all that great, but here are some of the other things that happened that were amazing. Okay, and I think that's important because we get kind of wrapped up in this, oh, this is an awful year, this happened, and but I think it's important to look at the things that did happen that were great and wonderful. Because remember, it's all about telling your brain what you love, what it is that you want in your life, what it is that you that are positive and good things, and rewarding yourself for those things, celebrating any accomplishment, no matter how big or how small it is, so that you can have, those things continue to attract and continue to come into your life. It's so, so very important that you do that. So if you haven't done that this year yet, if you haven't reflected, it's a great time. This last quarter of the year, it's a great time to do that. Sit down and make yourself a list. We have a book, a journal, a family journal that we put it in. So, put it in there. Make your list, put it in there, all the things in such and such year. This is what I did that I loved. These are the things that I changed about myself. These are the wonderful adventures that I went on, the wonderful people that I met, the places that I saw, things that I checked off my bucket list, the accomplishments that happened, and even put in there, here are a few things that didn't go weren't the best things that happened in my life, but here's how I overcame them, and here's how I'm stronger from it. And just make that list, make the list, make the journal entries, and it really helps because you can reflect on it now, and you can think, wow, I really did have an amazing year. But you can also reflect on it later. You can also, years from now, look back and say, look at the progress in your life and how you've changed over time and how your life has progressed. And it's so important to do that. It's so important to focus on those things and just see how you have evolved as a human being and what has been so great about your life. And doing this reflection each year is great, and it really helps set you up for next year when you come into setting goals and getting yourself ready for what's coming in the coming year. So that's super exciting, and I hope you do this. Please do this activity, and I want you in the comments, I want you to post about do the activity, write it down, and then I want you to post in the comments about how it made you feel. What did this do for you? How did it help you to see the year differently, or see your life differently, or see your accomplishments differently? How did it help you? And what did you learn from it? Please put in the comments. I want to hear all about it. Share with others, because when you guys share, it helps spark, maybe somebody's having trouble with this activity, and you share something, and then they go, oh yeah, I did that too. It was great. And then it sparks their creative energy. This is so important. Let me tell you how it connects to abundance and why it's so important for your abundance, because you constantly want to be telling your brain, letting your brain know, this is what I want. These are the things that I think are awesome in my life. These are the things that I love doing. These are the things that came to me that were great. These are the accomplishments that I made that were so empowering. It's so important that you tell your brain and keep that on the forefront of your brain so that your brain knows what else to look for. Remember, you're constantly training your brain of what you want. And it wants to please you. It's one of the main things your brain wants to do, is keep you happy and please you. So you've constantly got to be educating it on how to do that. And that's what this activity is all about. I hope that this works for you. We did the self-love activity. Now we're doing the grateful, and this are the accomplishments, and here's how I celebrated, and here's what I did, and here's all the things that were amazing about my year. And you're just constantly putting that positive energy in, and you're telling your brain what abundance you want, how to attract that abundance to you, how to make your life amazing, how to keep you happy, because that's what it's all about. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Fill Me Up Friday. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Cassie Cooper, Cooper Coaching. Thank you so much. Love you, Abundance Seekers. Mwah.